just my life. That's it. I definitely didn't think I was going to go play college ball. It was just something that I enjoyed doing, and it was just for fun.
Well, it's something that became a whole lot more than just a fun game. Welcome to sports. The game of basketball, a sport for resellers that became almost a fabric of her own being over the past several years. This past season, lifting her to becoming one of the best players in the state of Arizona for the Yuma Catholic Lady Shamrocks. And today, that game became her future for the next 4 years. In front of coaches, families, friends, and teammates, Sellers made the commitment to the next level by signing her letter of intent to the University of Northwestern, a Division III school in St. Paul, Minnesota. Despite excelling in soccer and volleyball as well, Reese committed herself to hoops and from there took off as a pivotal leader, scorer, and distributor for Bobby McGalliard's varsity squad. Now, her hard work and growth then culminated in a senior season that landed her as the 3A Offensive Player of the Year and 3A West Player of the Year. Her 17.2 points per game and 3.9 assists per game were both good enough for second in all of 3A, also helping her towards eclipsing the 1,000 career point mark. And she describes her journey from her first step she took on the floor to taking her jersey off for the last time.
It's a good feeling, knowing that you could play for a program like this, and having Bobby as a coach the last 4 years has definitely made me the player I am. So taking that off was like definitely one of the worst feelings, but overall I feel like I grew as a person and with my teammates and my coaches and everything, and I grew as a player. Obviously that's why I'm going to play college basketball. So I think with all that, I mean, it's a good feeling and I'm excited.
And Reese tells me Northwestern was the right fit given the people, the surrounding area, and also continuing her faith. She plans to study sports psychology off the floor, and we, of course, wish her nothing but the best in the future. Good luck to you, Reese. Now over to Copa for more excellence. It was an emotional day for Copa girls soccer goalkeeper Marlene Beltran, who made her move onto the college level official earlier today by putting pen to paper. Beltran signed her LOI to attend Southeastern Community College, an NJCAA Division II school in Iowa. Beltran has been among the leaders for the Lady Kings in addition to her coach and the Kings program. Beltran says it was her family and friends who helped her get to this point, and we'll hear from her a little bit later on. Now we make our way on over to Arizona Western College. Nikki Bethram and the Lady Matadors, winners of 13 of their last 16, hosting the Phoenix Bears. Bottom one runs already in for the Matadors. Jasmine Molina gets a piece of this hanging breaking ball that loops in for a base hit to right. And the Cibola product, Abigail Ibarra, comes in to score, part of a 5-run inning for A-Dub. Later in the inning, though, Denitza Hernandez stops the bleeding after getting Sherlyn Molina down looking for strike 3. We go to the top of the second. Jessie Garcia in the circle with a nice, comfortable lead, and she would cruise through the first 4 innings, getting out of this inning, ending a strikeout to get out of the jam. And then after letting Phoenix back in it, we fast forward to the 7th. Take a look at this. Tying run at second, ball back to Garcia. We now go into speed up mode. A pickle. Molina flips it to Mackenzie Barney to Garcia, and then Valerie Joaquin for the big out. 2 batters later, hot shot to third here. In the hot corner, that is Molina fielding, stepping in the back, firing across the diamond for the game-ending double play. Matadors win it 5-4 and then go on to win Game 2, 9A, as they stay hot. Now to Walt Cammon Field, close by for some ACC baseball. The Matadors looking for a 4th straight win, also taking on the Bears from Phoenix. Bottom 5, Matadors down 1. Robert Miranda feeling that Miami heat off the bat and into center field for the base hit to lead off the inning. Later on with Miranda now on third with the bases juiced, Ben Fiorenzi takes this pitch high for ball 4, and everyone moves up a bag. We're all tied up at 5, and then now bottom 7, still tied. A chance for the Matadors to walk it off. Runners on second and third, but Presley Monteforte gets Jared Davis to swing through. We go to extra innings. Top 8, go ahead run on third, chopper up the middle. Look at Fiorenzi at short, coming up on the run, off balance to save the game. In the end, both teams would trade 2 runs in the 10th before A-Dub would eventually walk it off in the bottom of the 11th, then go on to walk it off in Game 2. What a day for them as they also clinch a Region 1 playoff spot in the process. Big day for Arizona Western. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back.